Welcome back to Tyranny. We're live. Okay, live recording. I don't know. I was trying to start the recording and it just didn't start the recording. Kind of like in the similar way that a few videos ago, it just didn't end the recording. Weird. Anyway, what were we doing? I cannot remember. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Pressing M jumps there. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to... Ow, I wanted to click here. Okay, that helps. So, we wanted to get to the Sunset Spire. But we can't because you must travel through Ironhead Troll to reach Lethian's Crossing and we're stuck, right? That's what happened last time. So, we're just gonna go there right now. And if anybody's still in our way, we're gonna kill them. With guns. Okay, maybe not with guns. But with spells. Missive from Fatebiter Myothis. Wait, I'm trying to quick save. How do you quick save? I've forgotten how to quick save. Okay, quick save complete is F9. So I just pressed F5 in order to quick save because I've been playing another game where quick saving is F5 and F9 is quick load, and that confused me. Let's click missives. On the subject of the spires. So, Fatebiter... Okay, so Myothis is the one that we talked about stuff. So, KOKOStern, do you remember your training under Blade and Mark? No. I remember mine. Funny to think that you and I are about a century apart, but to Blade and Mark, we are all children. I'm now the oldest of the court's children, and I've seen much in my time. It's probably for the best everyone assumes I'm old, harmless, and worth shuffling away in the archives. If I were scrutinized too closely, I'm sure Tunon would find I've grown lax in my spoiled old age. Part of why I am where I am is that I've kept my head down. You appear to be doing the opposite. In some regards, this is beyond your control. You were chosen for the honor of proclaiming Kyrus' edict twice. To decline would have meant death, but to accept means to be placed on the stage for all to see. Kyrus' most powerful weapon is not the edict, it's her ability to hand us rope that we willingly use to hang ourselves. Never forget this. Most powerful weapon is not the edict, it's her ability to hand us rope that we willingly use to hang ourselves. Okay. There are numerous questions nestled in your request. What is it you wish to know most? Focus your inquiry and I will answer as best I can. So originally I just asked a bunch of like, what's going on? Ask about the spires. Inquire about edicts and their nature. Okay, interesting. So we can only ask one of them. Thank you for hearing me out. I have more questions than I have ink, but let's start with the discussion of Kyrus' edicts. I've lived under proclaimed and resolved edicts, which makes me far more knowledgeable than the lay person on the subject, and yet I still know so little. Don't send it. The other is the spires. Dear Myothis, it seems wise to know one's own domain, and seeing as I am now the master of the mountain spire, I ought to learn all that I can. If you would share with me what you know about the spires, I would be in your debt. I'll start with what I know and have observed so far. The mountain spire seems to awaken at about the same instant that Kyrus' Edict of Execution was put to rest. There was a burst of arcane energy that drowned out my senses, and I awoke at the summit of the spire in what seems to be just a few heartbeats of time. Atop the spire is an old sculpture of sorts, and it seems to be the core of the spire's mystic energy. I've been seeking visions and receiving sensations from the sculpture. It seems odd to describe it as talking to me, but that seems the closest analogy. Am I the first to report such things? There are other spires elsewhere in the world, correct? This is the one that I'm sending. I didn't even hesitate. It was just like clicking. Just clicking. Yeah. 1 day remaining. This is in transit. Okay. That was, we just went for it. Again, click F, the wrong F. Okay, so let's go talk to these guys. These assholes. Let's go talk to Welby. Let's see if anything changed. I'm assuming nothing, actually. Well, it gives you a small salute. Fatebiter, you have returned. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's... Yeah, okay. I was just clicking some buttons to see what happens, what changes. Talk to Will. What can this humble servant of the Brotherhood do for you, Faber? And don't ask me to let you through, because that ain't happening. I will pay the toll. He reaches for the rings. No. I'll speak to Ratoman. Okay. Lastly, I could just speak to him. I'm assuming we're just gonna have a fight, so I'm just gonna quick save. Radaman. Still around. No, I left for a very long time. If you're looking for trouble, here it is. Yeah, so he's just Okay. I don't see that there's another way of doing this, so we're just gonna kill him. We're significantly more equipped than we were before, so this is gonna probably be relatively easy to do. But let's find out. I knew you couldn't be trusted. I mean, I waited for a long time. The forces of Kairos will always show their true face if pushed. Redman retreats, calling his men to as he runs. Guards, we have the snake in our midst. 2 arms. Runs away. Okay, you two. I'm actually gonna just like do this because I'm pretty sure that more people will be coming in, and as more people come in, I'm like, I want to deal damage to everything. So you just hold on for like you can attack this. There you go, they're coming in. Weapon ineffective, Barrack. Well, Barrack sucks. I'm okay with his weapon being ineffective. Surge of Glory, boom. Oh, this guy's this is Raider, Will, and Raider. They're doing some spells. Well, maybe I should just murder stuff now. Oh, it's not that far. Oh, fine. Do this. You're done with that. Oh, you actually made Ebb fall down. And this guy's disarmed. Holy crap, that's not cool. That's not cool! Let's do Ball Lightning. Boom, Schmakalaka. Okay, that did a lot of damage. So it was like, did that do damage? Oh, yes it did. Yes it is. Yes it did. Everybody's got completely destroyed. That's great. Another fulmination. Yeah, you guys just do fulminations. Oh, you're not doing anything? Because you can't. Oh, you can do this. Yes. That thing's dead. That guy's dead. That... Oh, God, look at... Jesus Christ. Everybody got destroyed. Like, destroyed.
Not a problem, Bob.
You okay? You're just disarmed still? Just stand there. Okay. She's gonna do like her weapon's gonna be ineffective. She's gonna do 1 point of damage repeatedly. I guess you could just do that. They'll kill the other guy as well. And you could just do it in skill style. Okay. 1, 2. Boom. And boom. Cool. They're all dead. Yeah. Pretty much. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. Sorry, I just wanted to say that. It's kind of stupid. Oh, they're all my enemies now, and Radaman will have to fight him later on at some point. Cool, sure, let's do that.
On the lookout.
Hey guys, what's going on? Spectral
I will aid you.
Spectral Blur. Can you cast the other thing again? Yes, you can. Cool.
Let's be off.
Raider, Bruiser.
Send them at me and wait.
Okay, so Lantry, now I need you guys to move, and you need to just stop doing that. Just go and kill stuff. Hurl the helpless. Hurl the helpless. That's what you're doing. Okay. You come over here. You stop being in fucking Jesus Christ. You could just do an Unravel Minds, I guess, because you don't have anything else right now. You didn't do an Icicle Storm yet. You already have Ball Lightning and all the other things. Yeah, just do an Icicle Storm. It'll hit everything. Just everything. Boom. Boom. Cool. Can you do the other things already? Fulmination? Yeah, you can. You can do a Fulmination. Then you could do a Fulmination, and they'll probably all be pretty dead. Boom, boom. Damn. Destroyed. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they got demolished. Heavy armor, sure. Broken helmet. I guess just put all of that in Lantry's so he could...
No reason to tarry.
Ignore it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yay, we can move forward. Maybe that was a mistake, but I don't really care at the moment, because they just stood in my way, and there was no... It didn't seem like there was another way of doing that. They hate me a bunch. Cool. Cool. Whatevs, man. Let's go get another Spire. Whatever way we have to do that. Actually, wait, hold on. check here, just for the
Time to lighten my step.
just for checking.
Slow won't happen.
That doesn't seem like there's anything important here. Well then, click. You must gather your party before venturing forth. My party's gathered. Lithian's crossing. Yay! Lethians, not Lithians. Lethians crossing. Yes. Let's see what's up. I don't know if this. I actually have no idea if the everything scales to my level. I don't think it does. I think it's just areas, but I don't know. I don't feel it. I just know that I'm significantly stronger than I was before. Holy crap! This place is massive. This place is massive. We're gonna be here for a while. These guys are from, yeah, they're disfavored. Disfavored loves me, so we're good.
I could bend that apart.
Sigil of, you, sure, take both of them. No, that you can put over here. Sigil of rooting, sure, get that. The old ones are dangerous. I wouldn't recommend going inside. I already did. And I wreck the place. Ba-bam. Shabangle. Did we just get a new accent, though? Yay! Sigil of rooting. I'm assuming it's this one. It's like over there. Because it's a new accent, right? Accent. New accent. Accent. How do you how do you say that? Spell search. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna deal with it right now. Welcome to Lithian's Crossing, Fatebinder. Yeah. You guys are my friends. Earthshaker. Alright, let's explore. We've got a lot to do. Due to the frequency of the raids, all the bridges and ramps in Lithian's Crossing can be raised to provide safe places for settlers to hide. Cool. Cool.
I'll be your shadow.
I'm just going to be doing this because it helps me explore every once in a while, so that's cool. There's a door here for stuff.
Moving cautiously.
Grain. This looks like a main hub with lots of stuff in it. Like lots of stuff. Sunrise District. Okay.
Negative, Fatebinder.
During clear mornings, the western waterfalls reflect the rising sun in a beautiful display of color. How lovely. How lovely. This is the eastern waterfall, though it cascades down. Ooh, I have achievement unlock Perceptive, because I found that.
I'd say that's worth a second glance.
Though it cascades down alone, some settlers believe that the waterfall split from a singular source somewhere above the old walls. Piece of turning. Okay, we're just gonna do this then. We're going up. Above everything else. And meat and some grain. I don't know why I decided to go up before everything else. So many doors, man. So many doors. So many stuff to steal, to take.
They won't
legally. Not
see
stealing. None of this is stealing. Everything's fine. But it says there's. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna clear all of the stuff that you can take first. Bronze dagger, lantry, and numbing agent can do that. Like stuff to sell. Svanson and Biotis. We'll talk to you soon enough. Take all of these except for that one, cause I'm full. Vinatra. Oh,
you see what I see?
Thing. Yay. Moonstone can be sold for a bunch of gold. Azure Bell, more stuff that we'll never ever going to use. I did like the fact that there's, I don't know if I said this last time or not, but I really liked that there's an achievement, never use a potion, because they know that, I mean, they have to put in potions because they have to put in potions, but they know that there's a very good chance that no one will ever use a potion because so many players just play that. Bring this item to Blacksmith Spire Forge to investigate it further. I don't have a Spire Forge. I might have one soon, though. The fact that they know that players just play like that, like me, for example, never ever use any item. That's just nice. I mean, it's nice. They have a dog. Oh, so cute. And they acknowledge that at least through an achievement, which is a way to acknowledge it. Ooh, light leather boots. Okay. Yes, what? This is better than what you have, period? Less recovery, more disengagement. Yeah, it's better. It's just better. That's pretty cool. You're wearing cloth. You're also wearing cloth, right? Yes, you are. Okay, I think you can sell it then. I don't really need it. Scavenger leather boots. They're pretty good boots, but I'm wearing leather. I'm wearing cloth, not leather, so. Merchant Helena. Well, hello, Merchant Helena. I wants to sell things. KOKOStern.
Nothing I can't handle.
More exquisite things, light leather boots, exactly in the same fashion that we just did. Fatiguing tokens can go in there. Lantry, could you care to take a look at my wares? Just in a moment, dear. So this is exactly the same as what we have. So this is something we might want to keep because it's really good. And this is exquisite is like, you want to keep that. Maybe we'll keep those for now. I don't know. I suck. Okay. I do want to take a look at your wares. Let's actually do that right now. Because wares is something that... could you tell me anything about this seal? I found it in as well. Sorry, I can't help you. I've never seen anything like that before. Okay. She pats her hand on the ring bell. Let's see if there's something you like. Merchant's Tonic. So this is light cloth. I already have superior light cloth. Does he have a superior light cloth? He does. So we're good. And these are just heavy leather armor. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? So I'm wearing something that's fine, and this is just better. So I can actually buy this, and I do have the money for it, which is nice. However, there's a lot of spell-related stuff that I kind of want. So yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. Could be nice, though. Light leather boots, nobleman's hat. This is cloth. So these are actually better. Ooh, one more accuracy. Totally relevant. Not really. Disengaged defense and more. Yeah, these are great, but meh. So this gives us... This is light leather armor, so it's for her. And it gives us nimble, except for multi-strike. They're both fine. What does that do? Ranged accuracy. Useless. Anything else you've got? Warrior's girdle. Of warriors. Athletics. Where do you put this? It's an accessory. So she has regenerating in form, and he has purifying and parrying. So it's not that useful. Merchant's bracers. They're just merchant's bracers. Alright, cool. Not very useful. Broken helmet. The Bronze Brotherhood bracers. It's heavy armor, and it's not amazing. And leather boots that we don't care for. Then we also have other, which is stuff that other is basically money in other forms. So we're gonna sell all that, and then we're pretty good. I can upgrade a few things, but who cares? This room is commonly used by merchants bringing their wares to Lethian's Crossing. Cool. Cool. That's the one that I'm looking at the mini map. That's the one that we already went to and used up. That's at the top. Oh god, that's the second level. I went down from the third to the second. From the third to the first instead of to the second. So I'm missing that. I wish I had haste. I wish I had haste. I would use haste or boots of speed, like in Baldur's Gate. I have a continuation to that song.
No can do.
Bayotis and Svanson. Oh, hello. I'm Svanson. I'm sorry if that's... What's racist for linguistics? Or it's just racist? I don't know. Is making stupid accents, or just accents, not necessarily stupid. I'm just digging myself a hole. Everything is great in the world, and everyone's awesome. And that's it. I didn't mean to offend anyone, and if I did, well, tough. Light armor, leather, sure, but she has sharp, right? Yeah, she has better. We're gonna put that there. Sharp gives you hit precision, which is... Oh, yeah, sorry. It's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, and now we're just gonna go through, like the straight up for the bottom, finish these two things, and there's Heart-Shaken Bronze. So a few of them are No, I think there's a lot of places where there are people that you can talk to. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna talk to all the people. This looks like something between these two. This is another merchant. Heavy leather armor. Oh, this is better than what she has by a lot in every way. I have wares to sell if you have mind to trade. Merchant tents are common sight in Lethian's Crossing. Merchant Basila. Oh, so there are a bunch of them. There are a bunch of them.
Quiet down!
Wow, there are a lot of them. These are all things that nobody needs. So cool. Traveler, step closer, traveler. I'ma show you my wares. Alright. I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna talk to everybody. Bit of water. I talked too much today. Lengthy conversations with people today. Let's make a big save before we talk to everyone for no apparent reason, because it doesn't matter. Alice and Laurent. And you know the law, these products are contraband. You are not allowed to bring them into or sell them in Lethian's Crossing. Fatebrider, your assistance, please. I need your help before the spook takes my belongings. What is the issue here? It's robbery, that's the issue here. The soldier stopped me and is going to confiscate my goods. I need you to adjudicate. You know, the situation is not that simple, Laurent, but if you wish to petition for adjudication, I will present my case to the Fatebinder. I'm an enforcer of the Archon of Justice. Once invoked, my ruling is final. Are you sure this is what you want? I will abide by your decision. To Laurent, what is your grievance? We merely wish to sell these items here in town. The goods themselves are not against the law, and there is nothing wrong with them. But Ilis is trying to confiscate them. Why are you threatening to confiscate this man's goods? He's attempting to bring goods in obtained from illegal sources. We do not allow Chorus bought products to be sold in Lethian's Crossing. This policy is well known. He should not be surprised that we are taking his goods. Sure, you're attempting to sell goods from an illegal supplier? Where we got them is of no consequences. The goods themselves are not illegal and are needed in Lethian's Crossing. The petty feud between the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus has no bearing in this transaction. These goods aren't illegal. Why would you confiscate them? Purchase and sale of items from both the Bronze Brotherhood and Scarlet Chorus are legal. The law is the law. Just because someone doesn't agree with the law doesn't mean they can ignore it. Ask Laurent for a bribe, ask Alice for a bribe. I would like to see things from your perspective, but your story doesn't ring true. That's so bad. It hurts. Ow. Okay. Surely someone of you, of you standing? Ha! Found mistake in the script. Surely someone of your standing knows how to ensure justice is served. I take great pride in finding tiny little errors that people have missed. Obviously, there's so much text in this, and I'm trying to go over the majority of it. So you'll find those. It's hard to actually QA the crap out of this. I'm ready to make a decision. Do either of you have anything else to say? These goods can benefit the people, and it will be a waste to destroy them. We should be allowed to sell them. These goods are obtained through illegal means. They should be confiscated. They are breaking the law. Everything else is irrelevant. Okay, so Laurent can keep his goods and sell them in Lethian's Crossing. While this source may be suspect, the goods themselves are fine and will benefit the town. Average draft from Tunon. That's what I thought will happen. Alice may take the goods. They were obtained illegally. Let this be a lesson to those who would dispute improperly procured goods. Or the goods will not be confiscated, but will instead be distributed to the town for free. Gain average wrath with Lethian's Crossing. Disfavored, gain average wrath. So everybody hates me. Great. There's no positive things to be gained here. I don't want to anger Tunon. He kind of hates me already. Well, he also loves me. But, you know. I think if it's illegal, then it's illegal, even though it doesn't make any sense to me. Tunon will get pissed at me, though. Do I mind that Tunon will get pissed at me? I really don't understand why you can't sell stuff from... Like, I don't agree with the rules, but those are the rules. So if you don't agree with the rules, in this specific case, because I am the law, then I can change it. Is it worth to do? You know, let's gain some average wrath and see what happens. Thank you. It is good to see saner heads prevail today. It is a shame that such blatant disregard of the law is allowed, but I swore to stand by your ruling, so be it, Fatebinder. Okay, how much does Tunon hate me right now? Tunon kind of hates the shit out of me for your dishonest, chaotic ways. They're all dismayed, disappointed, appalled by your dishonest chaotic ways. Orderly fair ways, favorably to your action. Please bear extensive interest in Carson's law and his execution of it. Well, we did it. I guess. I feel kind of bad about it, but whatever. Good day. Do you know about this thing? I don't recognize it, but one of the other merchants here might. I will ask all of you. Ooh, bronze great spear. It's two-handed, don't care. Bronze spear, it's one-handed. Vile tongue. Ooh, poisonous. Click. So this is vile tongue, and it is poisonous. I assume poisonous gives on-weapon crit poison, so not all the time just on-weapon crit, but she crits quite a lot because he's pretty damn good. However, this seems like a dagger. The DPS will be lowered, the accuracy is higher. I don't really need accuracy, and the recovery is lower. It's not that good, and I'm like, meh. Everything else, meh. So, overall, meh. Tuck. We can sell these two, though. Okay, good. So, he's kind of useless. We did the thing, whatever, let's move on. Sure, we'll survive. Another merchant. Could you know about this? Bessa looks at the seal for a few moments and shakes her head. Can't say I recognize it, but I don't really get into affairs outside of Lethian's Crossing, unless I have to. Hartshield Bronze might, though. He seems to be well-traveled. Show me your stuff. All kinds of stuff. Ooh, Sigil of Frost Core, Sigil of Lightning Core. You already know both of them, so they don't help me. So he doesn't have anything useful for me. Bye. Merchant Tychus. Do you know this thing? Tychus doesn't look like any seal I've encountered. Someone else might know. He has Relentless, which has Volley, fires multiple projectiles. That sounds pretty cool. If you switch to this... So we have Chromatic Arrow, which is artifact ability, because it's a goddamn artifact, and it's definitely not better than this thing. Yeah, it's not better than this thing. DPS dramatically reduced. Everything dramatically reduced. Oathbound Dagger. Okay, you can switch to this. It doesn't have... It's Oathbound Dagger, but it doesn't have anything special to it. Okay. Not very interesting, then. Not very interesting at all. And then we can talk to Hardship and Bronze. Greetings and salutations. The jolly merchant greets you with a smile and a clap on the shoulder. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing, home to the best merchant in the entirety of the tiers. Home of the best merchant in the entirety of the tiers? That would be me. Yeah, okay. I was like, is that a typo when they make merchants? No, he means himself. By the way, do they like me? Yeah, they're okay with me. Harchman Bronze, at your service. He bows. What can I do for you? Could you tell me anything about this seal? I found it at Vengeance Well. Let's take a look, shall we? Takes the seal and turns it over. When he spots the insignia, he quickly deposits it back into your hand and wipes his palm clean. Where did you get that? It came from a merchant caravan that was ransacked. Suspected as much, he mumbles and worries his brow. So far off the normal trading routes, but why there? Why then? Why now? Maybe you could start by telling me about the merchants. Oh, one. Who he focuses on you and nods. Of course, this usual belongs to the Handover Quill Merchant Company. He has his lips tightened to form a violent pucker. What can you tell me about other merchant companies in the tiers? Tell me more about Handover Quill. What's up with them? They were once a powerful trade organization that, well, he cups his mouth and glances around. Let's just say that you didn't want to get between them in a contract. What with Tunan's new laws in the Bastard City, the Quill slunk into the shadows of Kyrus's authority, trying to keep a lower profile. If you're involved in any of their dealings, stay far away. A shipment of iron weapons went missing. It was found with this seal in a house in Ekokol Crossing. He strokes the shadow of beard growth under his chin. Suspicious, I agree, but war always has its little problems. He waves dismissal. It doesn't add up. Now, if we can return to the subject of my wares, he smiles and readies to show you some fancy bauble. The weapons were meant for this favor, and the Vendrian Guard suddenly had iron weapons. The Vendrian Guard drums his fingers on his mouth and considers, well, that changes things, I suppose. Changes things. What does Handover Quill have to do with the Vendrian Guard? First things first, and I don't have 57 athletics. This will come at a price. If something unfortunate took place and my connection were traced back to me, the consequences will be costly. 1,000 rings, bitch, please. You know, I'm shocked to find an honest merchant like yourself engaging in illicit trade. Subterfuge. His complexion loses some color. Illicit? Whatever do you mean? Gesture to his wares. That bottle, essence of mazenberries, a deadly poison. What bottle? He turns, pulling on the end of his beard. He tries to follow the direction of your gesture. There's no Then his confusion clears, replaced by stark understanding. Of course there's a bottle, and after you tell the authorities that I must have stashed or destroyed it, then it's your word against mine. Am I correct? Most perceptive. I'm being a dick! Yay! Okay, occupational hazard. The merchant lets out a heavy sigh. I should be used to this by now. If you breathe a word of this to anyone, I will denounce you for the liar that you are. But he looks around to make sure there are no settlers close enough to overhear what is being said. I received instruction from Fifth Eye to use hand over quill to deliver iron weapons to Vendrin's Well Citadel. I don't question my orders, I just follow through. I don't know anything else, and that's the truth. Okay. That gives me a Trial of Archons, that gives me... By the way, yeah, I haven't noted the fact that you can't see addendum added on the left side of the screen. If anything comes up, you can't see it because my face is here. But that was addendum added, a Trail of Archons. I'll try and call them out more clearly when they come out. There's no safe space for my face to go. And no, I'm not bringing away. You have to look at me and my reaction. I heard that's what happens when you do stuff. Mercy, anyway, devastating and rejuvenating. Accelerates recovery on kill. Oh, okay, interesting. Is it? No, it's a one-handed. No, it's two-handed. Okay, never mind. Just a really good Staff of Enigma. Random. Just randomly does damage. Never use that. Grounding Garbs. They're grounding. They're light armor cloth. Grounding, click. Armor shock stolen. What does it mean when it says stolen? It's like, it says stolen next to stuff and I don't understand it. Quality superior 10 shock armor. Like, obviously this has more shock armor. But it's the same thing. Whatever. Accessory, spell reflection. 20% of incoming hostile spells back to their casters. Mentu of Mials. Okay. Why just 20%, not everything? Because that's terrible. Plus 10 will defense. Wise. That's cute. This is also kind of cute. Anything else? Oh, he has sigils. Okay, I already know this, I already know this. This is... Barrack Lord does not have enough lore. I have enough lore. So this isn't bleeding. It adds bleeding. Whatever. Sigil of Fire. Ooh, Sigil of Fire! Yes! Yes! I have fire now, finally. Okay, good. Ring counters... Yeah, both of these seem kind of nice. Like, you guys are... What are you wearing? What are you wearing? Plus 1 health. That's cute. This gives you vitality. It's cute. Parry plus 10, great. Immunity poisoned, pretty good for my headliner. Wise will defense. Oh, sorry, no, didn't mean to buy it. And this one, 20% of incoming hostile split back to the casters. That's cute, but it's like doesn't Subterfuge, a little bit of subterfuge. I don't really need it though. Meh, but yay! Right click, learn. Thank you. Click this button. New spells! Fire! Can we rearrange these? No, we can't. Yay! Fire! Okay. Searing Palm. That's terrible. Nobody's going to use that because I need to be close. Fireball! Yay! Fireball! We finally have a fireball! We still don't have magic missile though, so I'm kind of disappointed, but you know. We're fine. Control fire and lore. Yeah, my control fire is terrible. But now, it's finally become better. Strike the target with a bolt of flames, dealing fire damage to them and nearby enemies. Okay. That's just fireball. Yeah. Distant impact is flash fire, which comes with a flash of flame that burns nearby enemies. Foes are interpreted. They're interpreted, not interrupted. And left burning. Burning. Mage fire affliction, recovery, cone. So this is a cone. This is close by, but still radius of 2 meters. This is touch, range 2 meters. You have to come up and touch them. This is the radius. Around the range is 8, but the radius is 2 meters. Sorry. And directed force is twisting flame, which is directed a twinkling wave of flame across the battlefield. Each enemy caught in the flame's path takes fire damage and is left burning. Yay! So we're gonna use this, I guess. So I have all of the I'm using all of the ice and all of the lightning because they're very good for me right now, but I guess we could use a little bit of different ones. Unravel Minds. So these, the reason I have these is because this stuns. So basically have pure damage and then stuns. So I can switch one of them for a fire spell. I really, really like Icicle Storm. And I like the new Ball Lightning in these. So I'm not really sure what to remove. I still kind of need the healing stuff, but I think Restoring Touch is just not that great. So let's remove Restoring Touch and see if we're alive. If it's okay to be without Restoring Touch. Lantry, I don't know if I can change anything, but we'll check in a second. So probably not. Let's take a little bit of that gamble. More damage, definitely. We're not going to use Flash Fire. Wait, Flash Fire is the... Yeah. Sorry. So Flash Fire is the AoE. Recovery time, no. This one, however, Fire and Frost. And Frozen. So it's basically using the other... Icicle Storm does less damage, but it's 7 projectiles. This is just... damage. Icicle Storm is just better. Can we use this one? Sigil directed for like the which just deals a ton of damage. Yeah, let's just use this one. Let's use the maximum, the best one. I don't know if it's the best one. But I like cones better because they reach more people. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't really matter. Range, super range. I don't need that much range for this. Recovery could be nice. Oh, this one is the one that's long. Okay, never mind. Doing this one. I decided. That's it. I'm sorry. Made up my mind. Made up my mind. Bigger cone. Accuracy is always good. Recovery, better. Area of effect, slightly better. Yeah, bigger cone. It's always good. Duration doesn't matter. Like, duration will be the mage fire will last longer, but it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, boom. Assign over this. Yeah, it'll be fine. Let's do that for the lols. Ooh, I just pressed Q and it brought me in. Cool. Cool. Journal. A Trial of Archons. Yeah, Voices of Naraya. During the Conquest Scrubber sought to conscript new recruiters. No, it's the first one. All encounters will be listed. Sky Chorus aided Unbroken during the Civil War. Using her to funnel weapons to the Avengerian Guard. Unleash the Archon Syrian, who sowed chaos is his favorite card. Yeah, basically, Voices of Naraya is kind of a dick. Surprise! Not really. Not even a bit.
Won't happen.
Okay, so we went over there and we talked to all of these people. I don't think there was any major people anywhere else, but let's start going through doors, basically, and see what's in houses. Welcome to Lethian's mistress. My lady, please come in and enjoy. Oh, it's a prostitute. Yay! We always have some kind of prostitutes in some kind of way. In the meantime, let's steal everything. Bronze guitar. Ooh, cool. Mistress Sophia. And some fish. Lantry doesn't need fish. And we can talk to just Mistress Sophia directly. What a pleasure it is to see you in my establishment, Fatebiter. It is always an honor to entertain someone of your standing at Lethian's mistress. If you have any need of entertainment or company for a short time, then we look forward to fulfilling those needs. How may I and my entertainers be of service to you? Tell me more about your establishment. Lethian's mistress started as a safe place for people to come in to drink in secret, but eventually it evolved into a gathering place where drinking and, her eyes twinkle as she considers her words, it evolved into a gathering place where drinking and fornication were both common activities. Oh, okay. Everyone need a way to relax, and I provide one for them. What brought you to Lethian's Crossing? I was one of Lethian's mistresses, of course, and where Lethian went, so did I. She was very adventurous and not really the type to settle down. I may not have gotten all of her attention, but I did end up with a nice business, and I've been very comfortable. And if I had to share her with various men and women around town, I was willing to be generous with her time. Do you have food and drink? We have plenty to eat and drink if your desire includes those of a less carnal nature. Let me see what food and drink you have for sale. Yay! Food and drink. I'm sorry, I clicked it. How much do you charge to partake in the entertainment? The price for all my entertainment is 100 rings for the night. If you would like to specifics, please speak to the one you'd like to hire, and they can tell you about themselves and what they're particularly good at. She smiles. But each one of my beauties will give you your ring's worth, I guarantee. I'd like to hire this or that, and leave perhaps another time. Let's save. Let's talk to each one of them. Zotic, the young woman smiles, her eyes widening with innocence. Welcome to Lethian's mistress, Fatebinder, she says, blushing lightly. My name is Zotica. She giggles. Are you here to teach me the ways of the world? God. Tell me about yourself. Zotica's face blushes bright red, and she turns her head, covering her mouth with her hand. Me, she asks quietly, her voice shy. I would expect a better position. She's like, this is her position. I would expect her to like, ha ha, but she's not doing that. She asks quietly, her voice shy. What do you want to know about me? I'm a simple girl. I know nothing of this world or my place in it. She looks into your eyes. Are you here to teach me? Jesus Christ. What can you offer that others can't? If you would spend time with me, I will play Novice Sage in the Burning Library. She steps closer, her breasts brushing lightly against you. I'm lost in here, Fatebinder. If you don't behave, I will be punished. She exhales lightly and looks around. Do I need to be punished? Oh, God. Let's talk to Timo. Good day to you, traveler. My name is Timo. The dancer greets you while slowly gyrating her hips suggestively in your approach. Her eyes flash brightly and she smiles, moving her hands in a welcoming gesture. Are you in need of a companion? Tell me about yourself. Dips her head demurely and looks at you coyly. I love the words that they use. The past is no interest for me. She speaks in calming, duelist tone. I like to think about here. She points to a spot between her breasts and slowly traces her finger down the front of her body. Now, what can you offer that others can't? Timo's mouth widens into a smile and she puts a hand demurely on her lips. She leans forward, mentioning with her other hand for you to move in closer. I will perform the Oathbreaker for you. She whispers the words, the heat of her breath caressing your ear. I could make a sage give up his books if I wanted. Cool. Let's talk to Lord. Lord, welcome. Welcome to Lethian's mistress. The large man flexes enormous biceps, his charcoal skin glistening in the light. What can Lord do for you? Do you need company today? Tell me about yourself. My life story. Sorry to say that it's short and boring. I had a happy childhood, nothing bad ever happened. I grew up to be a big and strong and never had any health issues. I approached Mr. Sophia about a job because I like what and who I get to do here. What can you tell me about yourself? Everything and more, Lord lets out a hearty laugh, but my specialty is the Vendrian swell. Let your imagination run wild, and it's even better than that. What are these, like, these words for, I assume, sexual positions, but who knows? Gallum, good evening. The tall, thin man smiles at your approach, and welcome to Lethian's mistress. My name is Gallum, and it will do me no end of pleasure to serve you today. There's not much to say, really. Gallum muses quietly for a moment. I am from the north and was traveling with a performing troupe when we were beset by bandits near Lethian's crossing. I was injured and lost consciousness, and when I came to, Mrs. Sophia was nursing my wounds. The rest of the troupe died in the fight, and I had nowhere to go, so the mistress offered me a position. She knew my performing skills would come in handy. It's the best job I've ever had. If you want the ground to move and feel the walls tumbling down, I'm the man for you. I will give you the Earthshaker's delight. Trust me, you will never want to hire another performer again. Maybe later. Okay, cool. I'm surprised that there's no quest. There's usually a prostitute quest. The brothel quest? Prostitute quest. There's usually a quest there. But today, all we get is some words. Maybe if we sleep with one of them? Also, nobody responded to anything. Nobody said anything. I was at least verse... Well, I don't have Ebb with me right now. It's a bit weird. Should I sleep with it just to check, like, what happens? Quick save? I kind of want to just do that. Just check if anything happens. Because it's weird. It's not... Nothing's happening. Strange. I would expect someone to say something. Maybe because if I do something, then they say something. Sure, let's go with Zotica, because I like the name. Of course. Yeah. Enjoy yourself. I think you've got excited with my beauties. Sex. Seriously? That's... Nobody says anything? Oh, wait. I've got a buff. Lethian's, this is resting bonus. +2 wits, even though I keep my Spire bonus. Control fire? Control, like, +2 wits and control fire? Really? Okay. Whatever, dude. I've got nothing to say. That's amusing. slightly, but like, okay. I'm saddened by the lack of reaction. Like, complete and utter lack of reaction from anyone. Okay. Let's move on.
Of course.
We can go to the right side. Let's just do the left side first. Let's finish the left side. There's the entrance to the old walls. Old walls, we've actually just finished doing a bunch of old walls, so it's like, and now we have fire as well, which is kind of good, I guess, in terms of fighting some of the stuff in the old walls. Doesn't matter that much, but it's a possibility. Wait, where'll this take us? Let's find out. This is the entrance to the old walls. Okay. I am hungry. I need to eat something. I'll probably survive, however. Okay, click this. Fish. Sure. Click here. Bronze dagger. Sell that. Save. Talk to Kalia. See, I'm not interested in whatever you're selling. If you want to talk to someone, talk to my brother. Greetings. I tried. He wouldn't really talk to me. Okay. Okay. Maybe later. Maybe later we'll get a quest or two. Or one. Yay! It was great loading that tiny, tiny room in order to do nothing and then now load the really big room. Really big map that we have here. Sunrise Falls, Moonrise Falls, Sunset Spire. So that's going into the Sunset Spire. Iron Walker. Seems like there should be something here, but there isn't. These are just rooms. I'm just gonna go into like houses that have open doors for some reason. Lots of loading times today. Boo-doo, boo-doo. Immediately see something
interesting.
Something
Quiet
interesting.
down.
Accurate. Click here. I guess we could take this. Raven Shawl. Accessory of rogues. Subterfuge. Sure. I'll wear that. The back wall of this home was long since crumbled away, revealing the old walls behind it. They're just like right up against the old walls. It's interesting. These guys have nothing to say. The Forge Bound won't sell us anything to settlers. Yeah, just you now have more subterfuge. Yay. Didn't really need it. Kind of have a lot of it anyways. Doing well with it anyways. Loading once again. Could you hear that? I hope you couldn't hear that. That was my stomach. It says grumble. My stomach just said grumble. Hope you couldn't hear that. I am hungry. Anything but what I'm gonna eat. I don't know. Oh, okay. Ooh, Lower Master of Tampering, Master of Cat. Ooh. This looks like an interesting place. Worn out rebels look as if they were traditionally prepared and being ready for a ship back out. Yay, everything's locked.
Might we not simply break
Whoa! Forgeman Hammer Masterwork. Whoa! Kidoki, armor penetration. Whoa! One-handed. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Nothing I can't handle.
Plans. Forge is a good blaze knows the headhunter. This item can be created in Spireforge. Yeah, new Spireforge plan. The headhunter can be created with Fireforge. Blah, 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 blah. Armor is newly made for the Forge Bound. It's still warm to touch. It's hot. Don't touch it. Okay. And a bunch of stuff. Alright. Ulanus, Master of Casting. Ulantis surveys the room with an air of superiority. He addresses you without making eye contact. Is there something you want? Is there a problem? His eyes carefully watch Laura as he answers you. Yes, but these are forge-bound matters. Nothing that concerns the High Court of Tunon, I can assure you. What do you do here in the forge? I keep things running smoothly. Upkeep mostly. He smells coyly. I am also second in command to Laura, so in case anything ever happens here, I'm here to take charge. To her, I'm here to take charge. Okay. So this is Master of Casting. Master of Tampering is Laura. She's top notch. Forge-bound. They nothing me. They're 0-0. They nothing me. A muscular woman stands upright from her forge and turns to look at you, the light of the fire playing across her face, making her eyes dance dangerously. A toothy smile breaks across her mouth, the only bright spot on her soot-stained face. Do you kill with your left hand or your right? She rubs blackened palms together, eyeing you expectantly. Normally, I can tell at a glance, but you're a little harder to read. Is that how you say hello in your hometown? Why would you like to know? The gauntlet is the hardest piece of the panoply, and the most rewarding to work. So many scales of so many different sizes. But there's the rivets. She slides her thumb and fingers together, shredding flecks of soot and iron dust. I imagine you see a lot of battle in your line of work. One gauntlet is inevitably going to wear out before the other. My mind is always thinking on what will need repairs first. It's as simple as that. I use my right hand. Noted. She clears her throat and wipes her blackened hand on the canvas of her smock. I am Laura, Master of Tampering, the Forge Master of Lethian's Crossing. My tasks exceed the hours left in the day, but there is no harm in pausing my work if it means speaking with the Fatebinder. How may I be of assistance? Tell me of Lethian's Crossing. I don't see much of it. Only this. She points to the roof and walls of the forge. Lethian and her merchant crew settled in this area a while back. The brave fools built bridges over the old walls and made themselves a cross-trades trading post. Real pioneer spirit stuff. The whole place might have been ignored by Kars's forces because somebody discovered that there's iron everywhere. Can't wash your clothes in the river without them coming out rust-tinged. So the iron made Lethian's Crossing important enough for Kars to want it for himself. It made good sense to move some of us forgebound here to Lethian's Crossing. Easier to put us near the iron instead of shipping it over mountains. That, and this is a crossroads. We can resupply our allies faster than ever from our new workshop. Tell me about the Forgebound. For centuries, my guild has sought the union of magical and manual perfection. While others concern themselves with the arcane for the sake of inordinate power, we study it to overcome the traditional limits of our arts and crafts. The forge is our dominant concentration of study, but not all Forgebound work metal. Some are weavers, carpenters, and one of our otter members fancies himself a chef. That's pretty cool. The wise and mighty Kairos has been kind to our guild. He offered to put our weapons and armor in the hands of those who would change the world. A broad smile overcomes her face. And he has been true to his words. To his word, forge-bound iron has trampled the tears, and all that oppose Kairos' forces rest their heads on forge-bound spears. What are you going to tell me about Forge-bound Master? Zidenia is the best leader I have ever had the pleasure of working under. She guides the forge-bound with a steady yet stern hand, guaranteeing all of our work is the utmost quality and peerless in every regard. I am Zidenia's second, which is why I'm the Forge Master of Lethian's Crossing. She points at Eulantis. He is my second. Should anything happen to me, I haven't worked with him long, so I don't know much about him or the true long-lasting quality of his work, but he was appointed by Zidenia, so he must be good at what he does. Can he make me something magical? No. She smiles and shakes her head, but almost everyone asks. Relics of arcane power must grow into themselves. They are never made from nothing. She points her finger in the air and smiles. But what I can do is use my magic to swing my hammer with perfect precision, or work a cantrip to handle molten metal with my bare hands. We can build artifacts of exceeding quality and refinement, but they must be used in great deeds to grow into relics of power. And that is why we seek to put the work of our forges into the hands of the great. True legends require the alliance of Swordmaker and Swordmaster. Why else if you could kill your foes with magic? Why walk if you could pay porters to carry you? She shakes her head with a huff. We have ways to protect ourselves from those who would abuse us, but we study the arcane for purposes of building, not destroying. We'll leave that to others. They can take our implements and use them to sow chaos if they choose. I would rather take chaos and force order on it. Cool. How exactly does your magic help you make things? Our most important rituals bind the crafter, tools, and materials into one entity. She cracks a nervous smile. Close enough. In my work, the forge bind draws the whole of my senses to the edges of the blade I'm tempering. I can see the tiniest notch, or touch my finger to the blade and feel the razor sharpness without breaking my skin. Such perfect execution of art has its costs, of course. Once heart and lungs become linked to flame and hammer, a dropped hammer could lead to a stopped heart. Most of our members die in the throes of the work, killed by a distraction or simple error. She blushes. We lose a lot of apprentices. Let's speak of something else. Tell me about the disfavored. The disfavored have treated us as honored guests. We are given privacy, autonomy, food, and protection. In return, we give them the best iron in the tiers, and they put it to use. She shrugs. A favorable arrangement. Ooh. I am hungry, but I'm no fool that I read too much into their kindness. We are a war resource and exist only because we feed their insatiable need for quality iron. Can you make something for me? Can? She lifted an eyebrow. Most certainly. Will? Well, Carson invented cues for a reason. She let slip a sigh. I have every Iron Walker and every Scarlet Chorus ringleader sending me bribery and flattery in hope that I'll work off schedule and make some special this or one of a kind that. Her mouth moves as if she speaks, but she falls silent, folding her arms. I did not realize the request was so thoughtless. My apologies. With subterfuge. Or I will pay you very, very well. No, I'm going with subterfuge. I don't understand why it's subterfuge, but it's favor, and I like that. You've gained favor and subterfuge. I get unreasonable demands every day, but it's not the volume, it's the purpose. She lowers her voice to a near whisper and steps closer to you. I do resent that Karis's demands reduce our work to mere quotas. I should be allowed to customize my work for every soldier. Only apprentices have anything to learn from making the same size helmet again and again. Why forget I asked? That I will. Damn. Are you well? You look wary. Ecstatic, her voice is matter of fact, and a smile creeps in. The ritual of the forge links heart to hammer. My blood beats only when I strike my ingot. My forge runs too hot if my breath becomes too hurried. The bond is both fatiguing and exhilarating. Couldn't that kill you? I should hope so, she laughs, her face blushing the color of molten metal. Better than being defiled and killed by brigands, poisoned by grain rot, or slain by childbirth. Damn. What not a soldier wish to die in battle? Is that how you excel at your craft? Well, that and practice, she scowls. But yes, the rituals link the senses to the materials and the body to the tools. My hand becomes a joint, the hammer the true end of my arm. I feel the heat of the forge as if it were the weather of the room. Under such circumstances, true focus can emerge. Fascinating. Let's pick of other matters. Alright, cool. That was actually really interesting and just cool and stuff.
Negative.
Yeah, there's nothing more they could tell us, really, it seems. Thanks for the really good hammer. The legendary hammer. I mean, that was nice. And once again we load. Once again I drink. Once again I can't finish before this owns. And I splash my face with some water. And it's loading forever. Okay. Hilarious, aren't I? This is the top level. And is there anything in the top level other than that? No. And we already went here, so we can talk to these guys. Let's talk to these guys first, and then do these two, and then go around. Okay. Swanson attentively. Oh, they're forge bound. Yeah. Stacks pieces of iron carefully inside a crate. He notices your approach and dusts off his hand. A fate binder, honored to be graced by your presence. Biotas, the forge-bound merchant is faced away from the conversation and overhears your exchange and turns to you. If it is the fate binder of Tunon, welcome to Lethian's Crossing. Emotions to Swanson. Finish your work and then you can continue speaking with the fate binder. Swanson nods eagerly and gets back to piling the iron. Once Swanson's back is turned, the merchant casts a worried look towards you. Wrath with forge-bound? By talking to him? Whoa, they really hate me. Holy crap. Major wrath. I don't wish to question your judgment. During Carson comes to the tears, you chose to have this forge-bound's memory wiped completely rather than risk him ever attempting to leave and join the ranks of the Scarlet Chorus, sharing the secret of iron forging with the masses. I am grateful of the help, but it's just the two of you observe the docile naivety of Swanson as he examines a piece of rat shit on the ground near the crate. It's just a little unsettling how a man can become a child again. I don't know what I'd do if I suddenly forgot everything that made me who I am. Forge-bound game rather than wrath. Well, welcome, friend. Cries out to you, his belt jingling with rings. He waves the arms around. What brings your humble things? Have a certain something? Most certainly, have a look. So I can trade with him, but I really shouldn't. Like, let's F10, 11 for a second. If I talk to him without talking to Swanson, would that be okay? Because it's kind of weird that the wrath is only gained if I actually talk to him. Otherwise, I won't get the wrath, which means I'm just not going to talk to him. Pretty much. Unfortunately, the save was inside, so yeah. Wait, did that... God damn it, I hate loading screens. Did I save after, or... I didn't save after. I saved before talking to them and checking insides of the room. Didn't I? Fuck. It's gonna be annoying. Loading times. Loading times. Sack a lot. Yes, they did. Yeah, that's before.
I could bend that apart.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this over here. I'm gonna take this. Headhunter can create that.
Won't
take
happen.
These things. Over here. Then we talk to this guy. And then we talk to her. Why'd you like to know? Let's just tell her the right thing. Tell me about Lethian's Crossing. I want to do all the things. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. This one. So like me. Are you well? You look tired. Could I kill you? Fascinating. Can you make something for me? Leave. Okay. Good. Boom. Frustration. Frustration. So next time we're gonna go into the old walls, I guess, and get the spire. I don't know if it's gonna only take one episode. I hope it will. Now we can save. Boom, thank you. Let's talk to him. Show me your wares. Cool. Forge-bound hammer. Yay, I have a legendary one for some reason. Fire, I just got this. And volcanic weapon. Okay. Doesn't sound like something I'll be using, like, ever. Forge-bound apprentice armor. Yeah, none of these are really relevant to me. They're iron, so I guess they're really good in some kind of way. But whatever. Volcanic weapon makes sense. Okay, just a few more. I think none of them is too big. Oh, we have a few more people to talk to that might actually be pretty big. Yeah, we can. I think we'll probably manage to finish this. I don't know. It depends on the loading times. Goddammit. But let's try and finish the entire area before closing the episode for today. Let's try. The wall pieces of damage years ago, but have never been properly repaired.
Quiet down!
Can I see anything? Doesn't seem like it. Bronze guitar. Cool, cool, cool. We'll sell it in a second. Short bow. Cool, cool. Meh. Blah, blah, blah. Stole some stuff. Get out. More loading times. Basically, these rooms are containers. They really don't add anything to the game. I cannot say. Unless they have purpose later, in which case I'm okay with it. If they'll have a purpose later. Like the one where there were 2 people that have names. You know, but everyone else... Like that room was... There was a container. That was just a container. Click. Okay, stomach, calm down. I'll get food. Just finish this. We'll get some food. Get you some... I ate soup today. I don't know. These guys have names too. That's cool. Raw meats.
Negative, Fatebinder.
And bronze ingot.
On the lookout.
Very nice. Fandera, and she talks. A bright-faced woman greets you as you approach. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing, Wanderer. My name is Panthera. Phaedra. And this is my beautiful wife, Dia. She indicates the stone-faced blonde woman standing next to her, who holds up her hand in a quick greeting. What brings you to town? Is there anything that can help you? What can you tell me about Lethian's Crossing? I've lived here most of my life, but honestly, I'm not sure there's much to say. She looks contemplative. We're a center for trade and a waypoint for travelers. The walls are a little scary, but you get used to them after a while. What about you, dear? She looks at Dea. Dea shrugs, her expression never changing. She's not blonde, that's white hair. What is there to say? The town is alright, but living under the thumb of an occupying force makes it harder to truly relax. Phaedra puts her hand on Dea's shoulder and Dea sighs. Sorry we couldn't be of more help. You haven't always lived here? Several years before Kyrus' invasion, I moved away from Lethian's Crossing. Being the granddaughter of Lethian came with a responsibility I wasn't ready for. I made Dea the bastard city and decided to stay for a while. We were living in Bastard City when we heard about Kyrus' forces moving to the Tiers, so we took that as our motivation to move, she laughs, and I think we got out of there just the right time. We traveled a bit with a couple of caravans, but nothing really seemed like home until I returned to Lethian's Crossing. You never realize how much you can miss a place until you've been away for a while. She wraps her arms around Dea and squeezes. But I could live anywhere as long as this one is with me. Aww. It's true that trade hasn't been as vibrant here recently, but I'm sure it's simply a temporary setback. The merchant will sing and dance for you, trying to convince you their supplies are unaffected, but everyone is feeling it. I have faith the world will sit itself right soon enough. People call me a fool, but I don't see the benefit in bemoaning your fate, and take what life hands you and make it work. Aw. You're Lethinian's granddaughter? One of many, I suspect, but I'm the only one anyone knows about. And before you ask, no, Eldian is not my father. Maybe you haven't heard, but my grandmother wasn't exactly the settling down type. How do you feel about the disfavored? I don't have an issue with them. Their curfew might be a bit strict, but it gets hard to keep track of every rule they invent and all the regulations they've enacted. Otherwise, they've left us alone to live our lives. Anything is better than having the Brotherhood, Dea exclaims. Give me 100 rules for every Brotherhood member driven from the town. Damn. Anytime, traveler. If you need anything, just let me know. Hello, traveler. And Federa just... cool. Seem like nice people. I guess. I guess it builds the world a little bit. I'm just... in this... I mean, it's nice and everything. That was actually nice. It was a nice conversation. We talked to her, and she has a personality, and the other person also has a personality, and they're there. It does. I guess I'm not enjoying it as much because I want to finish the episode and go eat food. But other than that, it is nice.
No can do.
Doesn't seem like there's anything down there or anyone here that had a name. There's Helena here, which we already talked to in terms of a merchant. And I think we still have actually everything on the left side. So we can go here first. I don't know why I'm doing it from left to right. You must gather your party before... I was like, there's this new thing, and then you must... Oh, it's you must gather your party. Okay, get in there. Come on, come on. What is this? Syrian. Oh, Syrian is here. Oh. We should stop the episode right now, because Syrian is right there. And that will take a long time. And this is Syrian Sanctuary. Okay. So we're going to stop right here. I'm going to remember to talk to everyone on the right. Unless we should do that real quick and then go here. Yeah. Okay, let's try and do that. Let's just do that for another 2 minutes. Let's talk to Ventra, whatever the hell, on the right side, and then talk to Syrian. Okay, cool. Syrian is here. I could have gotten her significantly earlier in the game by just going and fighting them, but I decided to wait and see if there's any change. There wasn't. Oopsie poopsie. Just went on with the main quest. Ventra, and that's the only things, right? Going in this place, and then, okay. Be a stupid container, don't have anything relevant, and then talk to Ventra real quick, and then that's it. Eldian. Okay, haven't talked to him yet. Camping supplies. It looks like another... Well met, and welcome to Lethian's Crossing. I feel like this is a mistake and I should have stopped, but it's too late now. The sunburnt man dips his head in greeting. An outsider never arrives alone. At least that is what my mother always said. Seems she knew what she was talking about. He nods thoughtfully at his own words. I'm Eldian. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing. Mistakes were made. Okay. Well, if it isn't Tunon's Fatebinder, welcome back to the Crossing. Haven't seen you around here since you put the disfavored in charge of everything. Eldian looks you over. Must say my memory seems to be failing, something I never thought I'd say. He winks. The way people talk about how you come through and drove the Brotherhood out of town. You should be 10 feet tall and shoot lightning from your eyes. I seem to remember you being a little more human. Can't always tell the content of a pie from its crust, though, can you? Thankfully, the disfavored haven't been too bad. At least you didn't choose the Scarlet Chorus to be our overlords. But enough of my prattling. You didn't come here for a history lesson or get my opinion on your grandeur. He waves his hand dismissively to previous comments. The adjudicator sent you for the Archon of Song, I assume. What can this old fool do for you? Okay, you know what? My throat hurts. Like, seriously, talked enough today. Let's do this next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. We'll talk to him. We'll talk to Syrian. Maybe we'll go in. I'm not sure. We'll add Syrian to the party, but won't take her in immediately. We'll just get the spire and then talk to her at the top. I think that's the smartest thing we could do. We also have to talk to the other person outside. I'll probably remember doing most of these things. Probably. So yeah, thank you so much for watching as usual, and I'll see you guys next time. Or maybe tomorrow if I feel like recording tomorrow, if I have the time. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, good.
Moving
Bye.
cautiously.
Moving